Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Brookings Harbor and all the fishing boats at sea. I'm Bruce Ellis, and this is the Insider Report. So sit back, relax, and let your ears do the walking as I fill you in on what's going on in the area this weekend and beyond. Well, hello, and welcome to this week's show that keeps you in the know. This is Bruce going solo because Kat is away off having some fun this last weekend, which I hope everybody did this last weekend. It was Azalea Festival weekend here in town, and that is some good times for here. Starting out the events, it kind of starts everything off, and then we kind of kick in June through August and have a little bit of fun ourselves with some of our events, which we talk about as they get closer, which I will be talking about today later on. But yeah, I hope everybody went out there and had a good time. And yeah, boogie on it because this town gets hopping and no rain. It was perfect. Yeah, everything was great. Yeah, no rain at all. We usually get a little foggy or overcast or rain or whatever, all the above. And this time we had nothing but beauty. So very cool, very cool. A little chilly willy in the mornings, but that's okay. That's okay. And then, before we get going here with the show, because we got a lot of stuff still going on this month, and like I said, I'm doing it alone, so I got a lot to read out here. But hey, we got a new Insider of Southern Oregon event that I've been working on, and now we've got dates for it. So we'll be talking about that. It's the Insider of Southern Oregon Senior Games. Got together with Azalea Gardens and Seaview and got them together, and we decided we were going to throw a little mini Olympics called the Senior Games. So I got 6 games that I put together. They're designed for the seniors to be able to do, whether they're standing or in a wheelchair. So everybody can play in the games with these games that we have. Little Nerf action, gun action, little one with a bean bag that you just flop it over it's on a pole with a string, and you flop it over onto paper plates and drag that back, and stuff like that. A little horse racing action. I created a day at the races. So yeah, we'll be talking about that, but we're doing it on July 18th. It's going to be happening at Seaview. It'll be Azalea Gardens versus Seaview, and we'll have the gold winners. I'm going to do preliminaries over at Azalea Gardens and get 3 top people there, and then we're going to go to Seaview and get 3 people there, gold medalists there, gold, silver, and bronze medalists, I should say. And then we're going to get all together and hope a lot of people come show up, family and friends come show up and get to watch the first Senior Games, mini Olympics at the senior centers. Wonderful thing. Good stuff. Good fun to do it. Even got my ref shirt and everything. I'm ready to have some fun here. Yeah, you ask us why we do this stuff. I don't know if we do it. We do it for the community, but we also, Chrissy and I like to do this stuff because we really enjoy doing it. It's fun, and we like having fun with it. So we hope everybody comes and participates in all our events and has some fun with us, because that's what we do them for. Give the community something to do and have some fun while they're doing it. Hey, before we get going here, though, I'd like to thank the Oregon South Coast Fishermen, otherwise known as the Castaways, and Oregon Coast VIP Marketing for sponsoring the Insider Report. If you'd like to sponsor our show or one of the other fine shows here at KCIW, you just go to kciw.org and you will be on your merry way. Hey, so here we go. We got some Insider music here. We still got some May going up here for this week. The Tony Land Band will be playing on the 30th at Coon Tai from 6 to 8. Rogue Strings is going to be playing on the 30th at One King Entertainment Street Festival. They'll be playing at 3:15 to 4:15. Cisco still got a gig on the 29th at Chetco Activity Center, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Black GTO will be playing on the 29th at Inateca at 7. And then on the 30th, they'll be at Porta-Pint South, 7 p.m. Mike Powell and Friends will be playing on the 30th at Umbrella Farms, noon to 2. Inateca has got on the 29th, Black GTO at 7, and on the 50th, Morgan and Schmidt, 5 to 7. And then we got a little bit of June music here that got popped out to me. King Tide's got a summer schedule to get ready for a summer filled with classic rock and roll from the 60s and 70s with King Tides. They play on the 2nd at World Headquarters 101 on Taco Tuesday from 4:30 to 7. And then on the 3rd of July, they'll be playing at the Boardwalk in Harbor Sock Hop starting at 2:30 p.m. Very cool, very cool. So that'll be that'll be the 4th of July weekend. We'll be having them down there. Very cool. I just saw that. Hey, I love reading stuff that's going to be happening in my van. Hey, and then let's see. They also are playing at the Art on the Coast August 1st from 1 to 3 p.m. So it's King Tide's Noodle Band out there. Very cool. Hey, and then Tony Land, she's got some dates in June. On the 20th, she'll be at Pete's Bar and Grill, 6 to 8. And then on the 27th, Bikuntai Restaurant, 6 to 8. And let's see, I got Cisco. He'll be playing on the 13th, the 20th, and the 27th of June at the Brookings Harbor Farmers Market, 11 to 2. On the 19th, he'll be at the High Note Winery, 5 to 7. On the 26th, he'll be at Chetco Activity Center, 11 to 1. And then on the 12th, he'll be at Addie's in Crescent City from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. And of course, the Concerts in the Park series is starting Sundays at 1 p.m. June 21st, Left on 10th is a Portland-based 5-piece funk rock reggae fusion band that plays mostly all original material. They deliver a strong, danceable, and diverse concert every time. And then on the 28th of June, we got Nate Botsford and his band will get folks up and dancing with their feel-good, sing-along country rock hits and originals. Their music is similar in style to Old Dominion, Brett Young, Chris Jansen, Lone Star, and Johnny Cash. Hey, and then Black GTO on the 7th of June, they'll be at Augustino's 2 to 5. On the 19th, they'll be at Chetco Brewing Company 6 to 9. And on the 20th, they'll be at Inateca 7 to 10. And last but not least, here we got Disturbing the Peace, and they will be playing on June 13th at Inateca 7 to 10 p.m. Hey, so that's what I got so far for the music schedule. If you're out there and you've got a band and you want to get your music schedule on the air here and also in the Insider Southern Oregon Entertainment newspaper, all you got to do is send all your info, where you're playing and dates and times and all that good stuff to CaptainCurry541@gmail.com, and I will make sure it happens for you. Now, coming up at the most happiest library in the area, the Chetco Library has got some stuff going on here. On Mondays, they've got the 5:30 Gui Chong for Health and Vitality, a free class with licensed instructor Lenny. All are welcome. Donations appreciated. Tuesdays, they got 10:30 a.m. Story, Songs, and Games for Young Children. 3:30, they got the Tween Club. Youth ages 10 to 13 are welcome to hang out and explore new interests and activities every week. On Wednesdays at 9:30 a.m., they got the Gui Chong again for Health and Vitality. And then on 1:30 to 4, they got the after-school program, drop-in activities for school-aged kids. That's on Wednesdays. Then on Thursdays, 10 a.m. to noon, we got Roddy Creek String Band, friendly open rehearsal for acoustic string instrument players. At 5:30 on Thursdays, you got the Easy Flow Yoga, free class. For this class, it is recommended that participants be able to comfortably get up and down from the floor. All are welcome. Donations appreciated. Fridays, 10:30 a.m., you got Thread, Hooks, and Needles, a fiber arts club for knitters, sewers, and more. And then Saturday, 10:30 a.m., you got Saturday Story Time, stories, songs, and games for young children. Then at 1 o'clock on Saturday, you got the Saturday Shuffle, which is Pokemon. Play and trade Pokemon cards with guidance from experienced player David. And then we got some monthly and special events going on all month long. They've been doing the Beyond 250 Oral History Project. They're seeking people to interview all spring long, though, for their Oral History Project. Anyone who's ever called Brookings Harbor home is welcome to participate, no matter how long you've been in the area. Learn more about the project and sign up to be interviewed at chetco.library.org/beyond250. And then all month long, they got the Kids Scavenger Hunt. All through the month of May, kids are invited to pick up a scavenger hunt form at the front desk and search for the library for clues. Once completed, they earn a prize. On Wednesdays, May 28th, we got 5:30 p.m. They call this Enemy. This is an OBOC book discussion. Join them for a community discussion of George Takei's memoir, They Call This Enemy. This is part of our One Book, One Coast 2026 series of events. Leaders from the library's ongoing Pub Grub Book Club and Look Back Book Clubs will hold a panel discussion about the book, followed by a community Q&A. You can help them plan by RSVPing at chetco.librarycalendar.com. Then on Wednesday the 28th, also at 5:30 p.m., they got a community drumming circle going on. Drop in for community and expression through percussion. Don't have a drum? Drop in and clap your hands to the beat. Then on May 29th and 30th, they got the Library Escape Room, Arsenae's masterpiece. The library is turning the River Room into an all-ages escape room. Sign up for a spot to solve this art heist-themed puzzle at chetco.librarycalendar.com. They say registration is required. Also on the 30th of May at 10:30 a.m., they got Disaster Preparedness with the Red Cross. Join their local Red Cross volunteers for a free class on fire safety and prevention. And then on the 31st, 2 p.m., George Takei Author Talk Watch Party. Join him in front of the big screen at Chetco Brewing while they live stream George Takei's author talk at the LA County Library. George will be discussing his memoir, They Call Us Enemy, wrapping up this year's One Book, One Coast series of events. And then in the book club department, on the 27th, 4 p.m., we got the Comic Quest Book Club, a new comics and illustrated book club for tweens and young teens. Meeting includes fun, creative activities related to the book of the month. In May, the club members will be reading and discussing Wings of Fire, Moon Rising by Tui T. Sutherland. Saturday, May 30th. At 1 p.m., we got a Book Talk Book Club every final Saturday of the month. Adults are invited to read and discuss the books going viral on social media. In May, the club members will be reading and discussing Yesteryear by Carol Claire Burke. All library events and programs are free to attend, whether or not you have a library card. For more info, you go to chetco.librarycalendar.com and get all that more new information that's going on there. Hey, now it's time for little quotes here from Cousin Bruce. Here are a few quotes from comedian actor Bob Hope. He was born May 29th, 1903. He said, middle age is when your age starts to show around your middle. He goes, the trees in Siberia are miles apart. That's why the dogs are so fast. He goes, people who throw kisses are hopelessly lazy. And last but not least, hey, bigamy is the only crime where two rights make a wrong. Hope you enjoyed this week's quotes from Bob Hope with Cousin Bruce. Till next week, hey, have a great one. I knew Bob down there in Palm Springs. In fact, I delivered a big ice sculpture to his house when they were having a party. Him and Dolores were having a party in his big old, huge old, it's like an observatory house down there in Palm Springs. Sits on top of the hill. Went up there and got a tour of Bob Hope's house by Dolores herself. We set up the ice thing and she was like, you want to take a look at this? Because we were just like in awe of how huge this place was. And it was awesome. It was it was fun. Would have liked to have been at that party that night. I'm sure there was some stars there. Hey, the Chetco Public Library, here we go. We just did the Beyond 250. So, that's what I said. They're now seeking storytellers. It's really cool. I went and did it. And yeah, it's really neat. It'll be down for Lines and Century. People can hear what people thought about Brookings down, many moons down the road. Hey, to sign up for an interview, you call 541-469-7738. Hey, the Curry County Master Gardener Association Plant Clinic is happening at the Chetco Community Public Library. Why not? Everything's happening at the Chetco Public Library. How you think? It's going on now through till October 29th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. every third Monday of the month. You can bring your gardening questions to the Master Gardener, everything you wanted to know about gardening but was afraid to ask. And you can call 541-247-6672, extension 7 to get more info on that. Let's see here. We talked about that. Let's see. We got the Cedar Bend Golf Course, located at 34391 Cedar Valley Road in Gold Beach. And Vintage Vinyl is presenting free music concert at the course. This is happening on the 30th, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. It's featuring Eric Thomas, mandolin, electric lead, and vocals. Ray Romero, guitar and vocals. Sharon Gwynn, guitar and vocals. There'll be tables and chairs, bar, and snacks available. So, yeah, beer garden all around with snacks. Very good. Makes a good event. That's all I got to say. At least for me. Hey, the second annual One King Music Festival at Port-au-Prince in South Crescent City happening 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. So that's going to be going on all day long down there with all kinds of music going on. Hey, Pistol River Concert Association is presenting Barner Acoustic. This is happening on May 30th here. Doors open 6:30 p.m. Music starts at 7:30. The Pistol River Concert Association is proud to host an evening showcasing homegrown talent when Barner Acoustic takes the Pistol River Friendship Hall stage. The show features a trimmed-down version of the great local band Barner, with the band's songwriter Alan Plape and lead vocalist Laura Middleton. Cliff Stanza will also hit most of the show playing the fiddle. Barner Acoustic delivers a powerful reminder that sometimes less really is more. To get tickets, you got $20 each at Wright's Custom Framing in Brookings at First Chapter Coffee House in Gold Beach, or online at pistolriver.com. It costs another $1 there. And if the show is not sold out, tickets will be available for $25 at the door. Very cool. And Chetco Library is presenting Marie Battistella Workshop. On June 2nd, the Chetco Library will be hosting Marie Battistella with Southern Oregon University for a free 2-hour workshop that provides hands-on training for researchers of all skill levels on navigating and searching several historical databases with collections that pertain to Southern Oregon coast and Oregon more broadly. Maureen received an Oregon Heritage Grant to prepare these workshops and is touring several libraries free of charge throughout Oregon this year. She tailors her workshop to every community she stops in so the attendees get as much out of her visit as possible. Interesting. And here we go, as I was speaking about earlier, Insider of Southern Oregon Events. Hey, WS is presenting on June 13th and 14th. It's the Bootleg on the Boardwalk. This is happening Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's a speakeasy-style post-prohibition bash. Oregon craft cocktails, live music, dance workshop, theme trivia, costumes are encouraged. Yeah, I got my two-gun McGee. That's right, my old costume. It's gangster all the way for me. And yeah, I've got flappers all around and all kinds of good stuff. Yeah, we're having fun with that one, though. Yeah, I love that. I like that outfit. It's a fun outfit. That's right. Hey, Chetco Pelican Players, 1240 Chetco Avenue, presenting Barefoot in the Park. This is happening 6/12, June 12th through June 28th. Fridays and Saturdays at 7 p.m. and on Sundays it's 2 p.m. The Chetco Pelican Players are bursting with excitement to introduce Barefoot in the Park by Neil Simon, premiering on June 12th. Prepare to be swept away by this heartfelt journey of two newlyweds, Paul and Corey Bratter, as they dive headfirst into the chaos, comedy, and undeniable magic of love. Their tiny New York apartment becomes a battleground of surprises, an eccentric neighbor, a well-meaning but slightly overwhelming mother, and a dinner party that turns into pure comedic gold. This play isn't just witty and fast-paced, it's an emotional roller coaster full of those unexpected, laugh-out-loud moments that will stay with you long after the curtain falls. Tickets are just $15 for adults and $7 for students. You can call 541-469-1857 for reservations, and tickets can be purchased online at chetcopp.booktix.com. Hey, and the Wild Rivers Film Festival is presenting Space Coast at Compass Rose Cafe. Anybody remembers the old Space Coast? You know where I was coming from? Yeah, that's right. It's happening on June 13th. 3 p.m. to 6 p.m., director Justin Barber. People from around the world gather on the Space Coast to witness the launch of Artemis 1, the world's most powerful rocket. But Mark, a veteran of the Space Shuttle program, doubts this moondoggle will ever fly. So go find out how that rolls at the Wild River Film Festival there at Compass Rose Cafe. Yeah. I liked watching that Artemis 2, though, the one going into space. That was awesome. That'll launch. I can't wait till we get a moon base. Awesome. That'll be cool. Yeah. Hey, a Pistol River Concert Association is presenting Minor Gold. This is happening on June 20th at 7 p.m. The Pistol River Concert Association is proud to welcome the folk American and a duo Minor Gold to the Pistol River Friendship Hall stage on Saturday, June 20th. Canadian native Tracy McNeil and Australian-born Dan Parsons joined forces in her band, The Good Life, about 10 years ago. Both strong, prolific, and successful songwriters in their own right, they began writing together during COVID and realized they had found something special. Beautifully played instrumentals that serve as a backdrop to the pair's magnificent vocals. Critics have compared them to the 60s, 70s folk duos like Emmylou Harris and Graham Parsons and Simon and Garfunkel. Check them out at theminorgoldmusic.com. Tickets are available at Wright's Custom Framing in Brookings, First Chapter Coffee House in Gold Beach. And for online tickets and more information, you go to Pistol River at pistolriver.com. Hey, right on. Now it's time for a little real history with Bushwhacker Bruce. Yeah, all right. Hey, mates. Bushwhacker Bruce here, and welcome to this week's bit of real history for your knowledge pleasure. Telling the bees is a centuries-old folklore tradition requiring beekeepers to notify their hives of major life events, especially deaths, births, or marriage in the royal family. In the United Kingdom, the royal beekeeper performs the following sacred duty for the monarch bees to maintain the harmony of the hives. When a royal beekeeper performs the custom, they approach the palace's beehives wearing their traditional white beekeeping suit and perform the following rituals. They drape black ribbons tied into bows over the top of each hive. Then they give a gentle rap on the side of each hive to get the bees' attention, and in a hushed tone they announce that the previous monarch has died. They inform the bees that they have a new master, the new reigning monarch, and ask the bees to stay and be good to them. Well, the practice is rooted in ancient superstition, and according to lore, bees are highly intelligent and deeply connected to human affairs. If they are not properly informed of a death in the family or a change in the household, it is said that the bees will face severe penalties. Consequences are believed to include stopping honey production, absconding, leaving the hive entirely, or even a collective death. So if you're ever next to some royal family bees, make sure to behave. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's Mirror Rose with yours truly, Bushwhacker Bruce. Until next time, always keep it real. Yeah, there we go. So our bees are kind of particular over there in the UK. You got to spoil them over there. They got to get the news down. That's right. Or we're going to get all upset if we don't know what's happening. That's right. That's cool, though. Hey, all right. Gives them something to do. Hey, Coastline Dance at Del Norte Recreation Gym, located at 1009 8th Street in Crescent City, is happening on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 10:30 a.m. to 11:15 for absolute beginners. Then 11:15 to noon, you can join the beginners. And then noon to 1, hey, you're intermediate. There is a $2 donation suggested, and you call Gene at 541-251-8998. Gene, the dancing machine. There you go. Hey, Monarch Gardens 984. I'm showing my age all the time on this show. I just got to tell you that. Monarch Gardens is located at 984 Parkview Drive in Brookings. Is having a dementia support group every third Thursday of the month at 3 p.m., a compassionate space to process your emotions. For information, you can call 541-469-6817. And then Coastal Home Health and Hospice is having a grief support groups located at 585 5th Street in Brookings. This is the first and third Tuesdays of the month at 3 p.m. This is free of charge and open to the general public. You don't have to have received hospice services before to participate. Walk-ins are always welcome, and you can call 541-469-0405 for more on that. And then Cascadia Pickleball Zone, located at 16185 Highway 101 South, is having an hour of pickleball yoga. This is happening on Mondays at 11 a.m., Wednesdays at 10:15 a.m., Thursdays it's yoga at 4 p.m., Fridays it's at 10:15 a.m., and then there's aerial at 11:30 a.m., and Saturdays, hey, you just got to check the schedule. Hey, KCIW's Soapbox Series. KCIW is giving folks a chance to speak their mind on a show called the KCIW Soapbox. Basically, KCIW is offering 2 minutes of airtime to anyone who has something to say. There are a few rules, of course. No cussing, no slandering, no advertising. But other than that, hey, you can get on and share what's on your mind. Studio's open every Wednesday from 2 to 3 for people to come in and record. And hey, yeah, you can come in and say something nice. Come in and say how much you had fun at the Azalea Festival, all that good stuff, or one of our events down the line. There's all kinds of fun things to talk about. We provide a lot for this community to talk good about. So there we go. It's a wonderful community we have here. Hey, Legends Arcade is presenting Trading Card Game Night every first Wednesday of the month, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. We got Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, and more. You can sling spells, summon monsters, trade, or battle with local players. And then game night at Whimsical Griffin also happens. This is located at 615 Chetco Avenue by the Redwood Theater. Tuesdays and Fridays, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Magic the Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons, and board games. And one last one here before we get going. We got the Meals on Wheels volunteers needed. If you'd like to do something that'll make you and those you help very happy. If you'd like to do something to give back to the community you love. If you'd like to help out your fellow human beings, then Meals on Wheels is looking for you. By delivering a hot meal to those who are home-ridden, you not only help someone who is hungry, but you also bring a bit of kindness into their lives, a friendly face for them to see every day, and social contact they may not have otherwise. There are 3 routes that deliver hot meals to about 60 seniors on a daily basis. Each route takes about 1.5 hours. You can volunteer by the day, the week, bi-weekly, bi-monthly, even if it's just 1 day a week, 1 day a month. Hey, whatever works for you. Every little bit helps. If you're interested in helping in this great cause for the community, you can contact Meals on Wheels via the Chetco Activity Center, 541-469-6822. Chill. All right, well, that's it. I'm going to get out of here because I didn't give enough half hour of good stuff that's going on in the hood, and we'll be back next week, and Kat will be back with me, and we'll be rocking and rolling. So it's time to close out this week's show. Before we go, I want to give a shout out to our fearless producers. Hey, we got Tony and Tom for all their great work each week helping us bring our show to the airwaves. And thank you all for tuning into this week's Insider Report. Please make sure to tune in on a daily basis to KCIW 100.7 FM, and you can catch all the fine shows they have to offer. We got plenty of show podcasts, including the Insider Report, going on there. All you got to do is go to kciw.org, and while you're there, you can check out the live streaming that's available. Hey, most of the info for this week's show came from the Insider of Southern Oregon Entertainment newspaper. You can read more by going to the insiderofsouthernoregon.com, where you will also find, surprise, surprise, a link to the Insider Report. Hey, until next week, this is Cousin Bruce Ellis. I'm signing off. Please support local businesses, keep it real, and spread the love and peace every chance you get. And hey, we'll see you out there. Bam. Shalom, bam. All right.
For music credits for the preceding show, go to kciw.org/credits.